afternoon or something like that. But I think the best thing would be Rabbi Aryeh.
Okay.
Avinu Malkeinu Choneinu Baneinu Avinu Malkeinu Choneinu Baneinu Ki Ein Banu Masim Aseh Imanu Tzedakah v'chesed Aseh Imanu Tzedakah v'chesed V'hoshiyenu Aseh Imanu Tzedakah v'chesed Aseh Imanu Tzedakah v'chesed V'hoshiyenu. You got a nice voice. Let's go. So we did the introduction yesterday, right? And or the opening rather, right? And we're holding on page Lamed Zayin at Tochen HaInyanim in Chassid, the Maimer Atem Nitzavim Hayoim, in this book called Chassidus over Eres. Can you see it there? Good. Okay. Just in case there's anybody out there, you never know. There are people that watch. Okay. Let's get a little bit of water here. Okay.
Okay, Tom.
How are you?
Thank you.
Missed you last night.
And
I think.
We're online. We're online. We're gonna be gentle. Don't worry. Come on. The headmistress. Okay, Tochen Inyanim. The content of this mimer. So, Atem Nitzavim Hayom Kulchem Lifnei Hashem Elikechem, which is the opening verse of this week's parasha. And it means, all of you, Atem is plural. Atem Nitzavim Hayom, you are standing today, Kulchem, all of you. And where are you? You're standing Lifnei Hashem Elikechem, before Hashem your God. And this is actually the opening of Moshe Rabbeinu's last talk with the Jewish people before he dies. Now, Yiva'er, the Alter Rebbe brings the teaching, the Hayom Kai al Rosh Hashanah. We're going to see that further inside the text. That it doesn't mean to say that when this originally took place, when Moshe Rabbeinu originally said, "You're all standing today," that it was Rosh Hashanah at that time. It wasn't Rosh Hashanah. It was the 7th of Adar. But the Kabbalistic texts teach us that what was true on that day is also true on every Rosh Hashanah. That every Rosh Hashanah, all the Jewish people are standing together before Hashem your God. Yiva'er, so the Alter Rebbe is going to explain the Hayom Kai al Rosh Hashanah, that the Hayom, that you are standing today before God, is referring to Rosh Hashanah. Shebiyom zeh mitchaberet nishmat. Shebiyom zeh mitchaberet nishmat כל ישראל עם שורשה ומקורה כפי שהיא לפני השם אלוקיך. On the day of Rosh Hashanah, every Jewish soul connects with its root and its source as it is in the supernal realm, like literally before Hashem, your God. Right? We spoke about this yesterday. That in other words, your pnimiyut, your essence being is connecting with Hashem's essence being. וזה גורם אחדות אמיתית של כל ישראל יחד. And that, being in that space, is what brings about true unity of all the Jewish people as one. ומבאר עניין האחדות, and he's going to explain this matter of unity, האחדות המוחלטת שבשצחת הקדושה. He's going to talk about the absolute unity that is on the side of Kedusha. וכן האחדות שבבני ישראל, and also about the unity of the Jewish people, she'ein behem rosh v'sof, that they're in the state of absolute unity, there is no beginning and end. What it meaning to say, Ki kol Yisrael tzrichim zeh lazeh. In other words, what's that beginning and end? Beginning and end is like a choo-choo train. You play with choo-choo trains. You hook up one to the other, right? So there's a beginning. There's one at the leadership at the top, at the head of the line, and then you have 10, 20, 15, who knows how many hooked up from behind it, right? So the ones that are hooked up at the end, are they connected to the ones at the front? They're connected to the ones at the front via all the others that are in the middle, right? That's Rosh V'Sof. There's a head, and there's an end, there's a tail, right? In complete unity, there is no Rosh V'Sof because every individual part is connected to every other individual part. Okay? Now,
so you're not truly at the end, is what you're saying.
And you're not truly at the beginning. Okay? It's like I don't know the right word to use in want to get the phone? I don't know the right word to use. I suspect that it might be a hologram, but then if you ask me what's the definition of a hologram, I won't know what to tell you. So, but it has, if I suspect the idea being that every part contains every other part. Okay, every cell of your body contains the same entire genetic code of every other cell in your body, right? But this one is an earlobe, and this one is a nose, and so on, right? So, but even so, this is not really a great example of a complete unity because the nose can still be a nose without the ear. The ear can be an ear without the nose. Over here, what we're saying is that every single individual Jew leads each other. One doesn't have any, no one is complete without the other. This unity is revealed on Rosh Hashanah, Zman Tshuva, at the time that we do Tshuva. And the word Tshuva literally means not repenting, but what? Returning home. She'az b'nei Yisrael shavim l'mikoram, right, when the Eden are doing tshuva, they're going back to their source, v'shosham, and to their root, shesham yegeshet ha'achdut b'gilui. And that's, at that place, the unity is felt in a revealed way.
At the time of tshuva.
When through tshuva, you return back to being lifnei Hashem Elokecha, in the presence of Hashem your God, and it's over there that you can experience this absolute unity in a complete revealed way. So different from anything that we're familiar with in daily life in our worlds, right? And that's why we really have to stretch ourselves, like, to try to even conceptualize this. I guess that I was reading yesterday about what they call the God particle, and I don't know how far they've gone with it and how well they understand.
The one that they're isolating in, what is it, CERN?
Yeah, the boson, or
the
Higgs boson, or whatever. And so Stephen Hawkins is warning, be careful, because he's warned. He says if you play with it too much, the whole universe can disappear at the speed of light. Okay. I know about physics, like maybe grade 10 physics, like I can tell you.
What?
Physics, like from grade 10, so I don't know anything about physics. All I know is that my physics teacher was trying to teach us about resonance. And the example that he gave was, how do you get a car out? How do you push a car out of the ice when it's stuck in the snow? He wanted us to answer that this with resonance. I gave him an answer that he liked so much. He said, "You can leave the class now." Anyway.
I'm so glad that you're able to share these wonderful experiences.
Why do you think I went to school? They just didn't understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Anyway, so why did I bring that up? In other words, they've been recognizing for a while, there's something in the creation that there's some one thing in the creation that makes for everything, that allows for everything to be what it is. And without that one thing, nothing will be of anything, right? In other words, in a certain sense, that same thing that allows me to be me is that same, I possess that, and so do you. But in order for me to have it, you need to have it also. In order for you to have it, I need to have it also. That's the closest example I can give right now. Right? Does that make any sense? You want to kick me out from physics? Okay. Al yichud zeh bein b'nei Yisrael. You see, we're going to learn next week. We're going to learn about Yom Kippur the week after, and the evil that we're dealing with, that we're trying to get rid of on Yom Kippur, is the evil message that says, "Get out of my way. Who needs you?" You ever say that when you're at a red light and you're sitting in your car, the red light turned green, and the guy in front of you is on his phone or whatever it is, and he hasn't started moving, and you honk your horn, get out of my way, who needs you, right?
Yeah.
So that's and the answer is, yeah, I need you, and we all need each other.
That's right.
I need for you to be home that.
Okay. Now, al yichud zeh. Now, this little paragraph, if you would think about it, it could scare you to death. The one we just read, because people walk around sometimes and they say, "Oh, I'm in unity with God, but not with you." Well, good morning, sir. You realize that if you think that way, you're not in unity with God. Okay? Scary. Al yichud zeh bein bnei Yisrael. See, that's the thing about Yiddishkeit. It doesn't allow you to fool yourself in that way. Al yichud zeh bein bnei Yisrael v'Kadosh Baruch Hu hamitgaleh b'Rosh Hashanah. This unity that we're talking about, which is revealed on Rosh Hashanah by being in the presence of God. Ne'emar, it says, Lavrecha bivrit, that you're here to pass through in the covenant. What is the meaning of the covenant? The chitat brit, the Hebrew word for, the Hebrew phrase for making a covenant is cutting a covenant. Chitat brit. Moreh al ahava, b'kesher shelamala min hadat. The meaning of that is that it's a love and a connection that is beyond consciousness, beyond reason. שאינה מתבטלת גם אם תהיה סיבה שעל פי שכל צריכים למנוע אהבה. The covenant doesn't break even if there's a reason, a logical reason to withhold the love. וזוהי השייכות בין י"ג ומידות הרחמים, and that's the connection between the 13 attributes of compassion. להנה אנוכי כרת ברית, when God is revealing the 13 attributes of compassion, he says, I'm cutting a covenant with you. So what's the connection between the revelation of the 13 attributes of compassion and God cutting a covenant? And what he's saying is that ki machmat habrit shehi ahava v'hitkashrut shel mala mitam v'dat. It's because of the covenant which is beyond reason and logic. It's love beyond love and connection beyond reason. Because of that, merachem Hashem aleinu, God has compassion on us. And forgives our transgressions, even though we've sinned, and there's reason to end the relationship, or there's reason to withhold the love, but the love is coming from a place that is beyond reason.
So what role do the 13 attributes play? Are they evidence of that brit? Or are they the glue that holds the brit together?
They're there because of it's more like the first thing that you said. In other words,
evidence of the brit.
They're evidence of the brit. In other words, because of the covenant, therefore, God relates to us with the 13 attributes of compassion. So, we'll read a couple more lines. להבין הקשר בין הכחיתת ברית שבין הקדוש ברוך הוא ובין בני ישראל לראש השנה. So now we have to understand what's the connection between the covenant between God and the children of Israel and Rosh Hashanah. Because the original covenants that were cut in the Torah did not take place on Rosh Hashanah. So to understand how it's now being connected with Rosh Hashanah, Magdim Ma'amar Azal, so he's going to first speak about the rabbinical teaching that says, Imru lefanai malchiyot kedei shetamlichuni aleichem, that God said, recite for me, before me, the verses of kingship, so that you coronate me upon yourselves. Zichronot, verses of remembrance, shi'aleh zichronechem lefanai b'tova, so that your remembrance should arise to me for the good. Ubameh, and how should this be done? B'shofar, it should be done with the shofar. So nekudat hashayachut ben gimel hanyanim v'malchiyot zichronot b'shofarot, and what is the common point between these three things of malchiyot, zichronot, and shofarot? It is that b'Rosh Hashanah mamlichim anu et HaKadosh Baruch Hu aleinu, that on Rosh Hashanah we coronate God as our King over us. כמו שאדם הראשון המליך את הקדוש ברוך הוא ביום זה. Right? Adam הראשון, man, was created on Rosh Hashanah. And the first thing that he did was, when he came to his conscious state, is he recognized that God is the king and he coronated God.
So the Brit happened at the time of creation?
No, the Brits that we're referring to in the Torah did not happen on the days of, did not happen on Rosh Hashanah. That happened later in history, right? But it's reenacted and relived on Rosh Hashanah.
Was the relationship between Adam and Hashem
A Brit?
a Brit? No. Okay.
But he coronated Hashem, right, on the day. So the common theme of it all is that Rosh Hashanah mamlichim anu et HaKadosh Baruch Hu aleinu, that on Rosh Hashanah we coronate God over us. כמו שאדם הראשון המליך את הקדוש ברוך הוא ביום זה, just like Adam הראשון made God king on this day. וכדי לזכות לגילוי מלכותו יתברך, and in order to merit the revelation of his kingship, blessed be he, over us, צריכים לעורר זיכרון הברית, we need to arouse the remembrance of the covenant. שזהו עניין זיכרונות, and that's the whole point of reciting the verses of remembrance. ופועלים זאת, and this is achieved al yidei tkiyat shofar, and this is achieved through the blowing of the shofar, right? Shehi kol pashut, what defines the sound of the shofar? It's a simple sound. Hamoreh al tshuva mi'umka deliba, which is about tshuva from the depth of the heart. Haba'al lidei bitui, that gets expressed, it's a kat halev she'en la otiyot. Tshuva from the depth of the heart gets expressed with a cry of the heart that is so deep that you can't actually put it into letters. Right? It's like when a baby cries out, it's from the depth of the heart. It doesn't have any words for it. Just the child wants his mommy and cries, right? The neshama wants Hashem. and it cries out. And that's tshuva miyum kedeliba. Tshuva that you can put into the words, that you could say, I'm doing tshuva because I don't like the idea of being shish kebab in heaven. I don't like getting fried or whatever it is. That's not from the depths of the heart. It's already like something cerebral. But tshuva miyum kedeliba is that what's hurting is the distance from Hashem, and that we want to just be close with Hashem. Right?
Does the shofar represent that cry, or is the shofar limited to the declaration of coronation?
It represents that cry, and that what that cry is about is I want Hashem to be my king. I don't want to act and live in a way of disconnection. Have a good day, everybody.
Okay, you too. Thanks, Gas is coming.
Okay. So there is one that's empty, or what?
I just checked that the last time that I ordered was